What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to start out with talking about my newly developed training plan for the Youngstown half marathon. Now, in the past, before being able to get a lot of data with wearables, and as technology wasn't as advanced as it is today, training by pace was the way to go, because you could use a stopwatch or just a wristwatch and you could go about your training and train by pace. Now, as technology has gotten better and being able to track your heart rate is something that you can do for not thousands and thousands of dollars, you can actually train by heart rate. And by training by heart rate, like I said in my previous video, you're able to be less susceptible to injury, you're able to create a better aerobic base, you're able to more easily develop your training plan. My training plan is going to be a little bit more aggressive than what an intermediate or beginner training plan would be, because I have the intentions of training for a marathon, but also going for a faster half marathon. So the mileages and the workouts are going to be higher and a little bit harder than what they would be if I was just training for a half marathon. Now, most training plans will start on Sunday or Monday and have the long run at the end of the week on either Saturday or Sunday, depending on the start date. Because my schedule is a little bit weird and it's about to get really hectic with weddings, I decided I would move my long runs to Monday mornings. So what that's going to look like is my week will start on Tuesdays and it will end on Mondays. So with that being said, let's jump into the first week of training. So the first week of training, this week I ran 5 miles on Wednesday at MAF heart rate, which is about 150 to 155 for me. And I learned through the last couple of weeks that I'm probably still running a little bit too fast. So from here on out, 150 to 155 beats per minute is going to be my training heart rate for the entirety of this half marathon training plan. The first run is going to be a zone 2 easy run at MAF heart rate. Just nice and easy, just get some miles under my legs. Second run of the week is going to be a quality session. And to keep it simple, the quality sessions for this training prep are going to be all intervals at the track. Now, if it happens that I can't train at the track because school just started back up and I'm not sure what the rules are and stuff, if I get kicked off, then what I'll do is I'll just move it to one of the crushed limestone paths that are in town here, just to vary up the surfaces that I'm running on. The third day of the training week, I will be doing either active recovery or cross training, which will probably be a bike or a swim. The fourth day of the week is going to be another run about the same distance as the first run of the week. The fifth day of the training plan is going to be rest from running and active recovery. And finally, the last run of the week is going to be the long run of the week, focusing on keeping my heart rate at the MAF heart rate and over time increasing the pace, as well as practicing nutrition and strategy for the actual race. One thing that's going to be immensely important during this training plan is focusing on recovery, and that's going to include mobility, rest, and nutrition. With this training plan, my goal is to be in bed by 10 o'clock every single night and be up by 7 a.m. every morning. Now, that's going to give me 9 hours of sleep, but also on the nutrition side, with every training session, especially the quality sessions and the long runs, we're going to be fueling up with G1M Sport goo packets, whether that's the goo brand, Cliff Shots, Power Gel, just so that on race day we don't have anything like gut bombs, and we have a proper nutrition plan so that we can absolutely crush this race. Now, on the right side, you can see the total mileages. I'll be running anywhere from 30 to almost 40 miles per week every single week. I'm also going to be lifting 4 times per week, and that's kind of the give and take here. Obviously, as the weeks progress, we're going to be adding miles to our training, just so that we can increase volume and keep on building that base. And then after every 2 or so weeks, we're going to have a deload week, and then we're going to increase the miles again, increase the volume, and then have another deload week. And then starting at week 6, we're going to be at our highest mileage or highest volume, and then we're going to back it off just a little bit in week 7, and then in week 8 we're going to take about a week taper to taper down to the race. And hopefully that training plan will get me to running a sub 140 half marathon once again, and into a place where I can start building that base for running a sub 3-hour marathon. So I took this training plan and I crunched all the numbers and adapted it to my brother's physical fitness as of right now. On Monday, he's going to be starting his training plan, and his volume is going to be about half the volume of mine, just because he has never trained for a half marathon. So that is the training plan for the next 7.5 weeks, and I'll keep you updated on how I'm feeling, how I'm progressing, if anything happens in terms of recovery or I have to move things around. Life happens, and you just gotta adapt. Tomorrow I have a wedding, and Sunday I have a wedding, and they're both out of state. I have to stay at a hotel overnight on Saturday, and it is just going to be a heck of a weekend. I will probably see you guys the next time at the hotel on Saturday night.